Hello there. I'm Paul Ray from the official Teen Wolf Wiki, and today I've got some casting news that many of you have been waiting for since they announced the upcoming Teen Wolf movie. This is also news I've been sitting on for almost a month, waiting for all the pieces to fall into place and for official confirmation. Well, all the pieces have not fallen into place, and there is no official confirmation. But I am going to bust like an overinflated balloon if I keep trying to hold all this in. So, I'm going to go ahead and give you a partial cast list for the Teen Wolf 2022 movie on Paramount+. If you like it when I talk about Teen Wolf, subscribe to the channel. Also, this is the last week we're selling these limited edition Back to Beacon Hill shirts. So, get one. Or don't. But they're about to disappear forever. The link is above and in the description. First things first, all of the information in this video comes from two sources involved in the contracting phase of the movie project. Both of these people are somewhat outside the actual film production but still have access to the casting information. They each contacted me individually and the information was unsolicited. I have now, at this point, been able to confirm both of their identities to my satisfaction. In other words, I trust that they are in a position to know what they claim to know about the film. As always, we'll have to wait for official confirmation from MTV Entertainment or Paramount Plus before we can really celebrate. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I've been told. You can stop watching the video now if all you are interested in is the status of Dylan O'Brien. I do not know his status, and, unfortunately, negotiations with Dylan are taking place at a higher level than either of my sources have access to. So, I can't tell you one way or another about Dylan's participation. The flip side of the "will Dylan be in the movie" question is always, will Heck-Klum be in the movie? I can tell you, as of today, Tyler Heck-Klum will be in the movie. I'm told they're working the filming schedule so that he will be able to work around his Superman and Lois commitments. His deal still is not closed yet, but Tyler H is reportedly eager to be a part of the Teen Wolf project, and is willing to go to great personal lengths to make it work. Ian Bone is also working on that Superman series, and I think he is still on Yellowstone. I don't watch that show, so I'm not sure if his character is still out there in the wild, wild west. Either way, one of my sources says Peter Hale is on the list of returning characters, and Ian is coming back. Maybe the best surprise, for me, was the fact that they are bringing back Kira Yukimura. Arden Cho is also working on a new television series, so I don't have details on how involved she can be with Teen Wolf, but we will reportedly get to find out what happened to the character and, at least, we get to see her Kitsune again. That is something I have personally been hoping for since she left the show in Season 5. Speaking of characters, I personally want to see again and learn more about.
Watch this.
Colton Haynes and his werewolf, Kanama Masha, is currently slated to be part of the film when it debuts on Paramount Plus in 2022. So, I guess that is some good news for Jackson fans. Here's the thing about all these actors. I'm told that they have all expressed an interest and even an eager willingness to come back to Beacon Hills. However, their individual deals to appear in the new film are not closed, as of my last communication with my sources.
Rick Sanchez, you son of a bitch! Need some people for a thing, Glar.
Hollywood is a weird place, and trying to get the band back together after all this time is a majorly complicated undertaking. Until they sign on the dotted line, they're not officially in the movie. I'm told that is happening soon, but I've been around this business long enough to know that nothing is done until it's really done. At this point in time, I believe all these people will be in the movie. If anything changes with that, I'll let you know immediately. Now, the following actors, I'm told, are already signed and will definitely be in the film. Tyler Posey. We kind of already knew he was coming back, because T-Pose loves Teen Wolf like a body-positive prepubescent loves a piece of sweet-baked bread-like food topped with sugary frosting. Nothing on earth could keep him from returning to Scott McCall. Another mystery that may be solved in the film is what happened to the fast-pass relationship between Scott and Malia.
There's too much blood. You should just get in the shower. You've seen me naked.
I'm told that Shelley Henning is definitely returning for the movie. Holland Roden is also said to be on board and already signed to the project. So, Badass Banshee, Lydia Martin, will grace our screens again, sometime in 2022. I'm also very happy to report that several of the parents are coming back. Melissa Ponzio, Lyndon Ashby, and J.R. Bourne reportedly already have their deals in place. And there you have it. At the time of this recording, these are the known cast members for the upcoming Teen Wolf movie at Paramount Plus. If your favorite is not on the screen, that does not mean that they are definitely not in the film. It just means that my sources don't know about their status at the time of this recording. You can always ask me in the comments, but if an actor is not mentioned in this video, I probably don't know their status. I'll see you next week when we go back to Beacon Hills.